Do you ever find it difficult to maintain composure in certain situations? Are you looking for tips or advice to help you achieve calm in stressful situations? Serenity is one of the qualities highly valued in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches that tranquility is not only a pleasant state of mind, but also the key to living life wisely and effectively. On the journey of seeking peace, let's explore its essence together. Welcome to the Stoic channel, where we explore the wisdom in every breath. Don't forget to subscribe to stay connected with these valuable lessons, like if you find inspiration, and activate notifications so you don't miss any of the spiritual journeys we offer. Here are 10 easy ways to stay calm in all conditions, based on Stoic concepts. 1. Accept the things you can control. Stoicism teaches to focus on the things you can control, and gracefully accept the things you cannot change. This helps avoid unnecessary stress. Stoicism teaches a concept that is very relevant in everyday life: accepting things you can't control. This philosophy teaches that we only have control over our own thoughts and actions, whereas many things in this world are beyond our control. When we try to control things we cannot change, we will only feel needless anxiety, frustration, or disappointment. In practice, this means that we have to learn not to be too influenced by events or occurrences that occur around us. For example, bad weather on an important day or other people's unpleasant behavior. Rather than letting things like that disturb our emotions and thoughts, we can take a wiser approach by accepting that these things are indeed out of our control. By accepting the things we cannot change, we can focus on how we respond and act to the situation. It helps us to stay calm and rational, so we can make better decisions and manage our emotions better. Stoicism does not teach to be passive or indifferent, but instead, to act responsibly in all situations, while being aware of the limits of the control we have. By practicing acceptance of the things we cannot change, we can reduce unnecessary stress and worrying in our lives. This is the key to achieving inner calm and true wisdom, as well as building strength to face life's challenges more firmly. 2. Practice self-reflection skills. Exercise in looking back and evaluating your emotional reactions to certain situations. By better understanding your reactions, you can better control your emotions. Practice self-reflection skills with a Stoic approach to hone your ability to assess and evaluate emotional reactions to certain situations. Stoicism teaches us to look objectively at what is happening around us, including how we respond to it emotionally. First, realize that emotions are an internal response to an external situation, not something that can be completely controlled from the outside. By considering these insights, you can begin to train yourself to better understand the reasons behind your emotional reactions. For example, when you feel angry or frustrated, try to identify what exactly is triggering that reaction. Second, utilize the Stoic principle of dispassionate view. This means taking a step back from the emotions you are feeling and looking at the situation from a more objective and calm perspective. This way, you can gain deeper insight into how the reaction developed and why you feel that way. Next, practice these skills regularly by reflecting post-events. After facing a particular situation, take time to evaluate how you responded emotionally and whether there are better ways to manage that reaction in the future. This is an important step in establishing better self-control over your emotions. Lastly, remember that this process requires practice and patience. It is not always easy to change thought patterns and emotional responses, but with consistency and self-awareness, you can develop greater sensitivity to your emotional reactions and improve how you respond to them in accordance with the principles of Stoicism. 3. Be a solution seeker, not a fault seeker. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on solutions, rather than wasting energy blaming yourself or others. This helps maintain calm in the face of challenges. Stoicism teaches us to see every challenge as an opportunity to grow and learn. As solution seekers, we are taught to direct our energy and attention towards finding the best way out of the problems we face. This means avoiding the trap of blaming yourself or others, which will only waste time and energy without providing constructive solutions. In practice, when we are faced with difficulties or failure, the Stoic approach teaches us to first control our emotions and evaluate the situation clearly. This means avoiding reacting impulsively or getting carried away by negative emotions. Instead, we can ask ourselves questions like, what can I learn from this situation? Or how can I solve this problem effectively? This approach helps us maintain inner calm and rational engagement in facing every challenge. By focusing on finding solutions, we develop skills and wisdom that enable us to thrive in the face of everyday life filled with uncertainty and complexity. Overall, Stoicism teaches us to adopt a proactive attitude towards life, where we do not simply act passively towards fate, but actively seek the best way out of every situation. Thus, becoming a solution seeker in the spirit of Stoicism is not just a philosophy of life, but also a practice that changes the way we interact with the world around us. 4. Practice patience. Patience is the key to remaining calm in the face of uncertainty or difficulty. Stoicism teaches to see time and ally in achieving deeper wisdom and understanding. According to Stoic concepts, patience is an invaluable virtue. Stoicism teaches that in the face of uncertainty or difficulty, we need to see time as an ally in the process of achieving deeper wisdom and understanding. Patience helps us not to rush into making decisions or reacting to challenging situations. By being patient, we can develop the inner calm necessary to face all situations with wisdom. When we are able to restrain ourselves and control our emotions in the face of difficult times, we become stronger and able to choose better responses. Therefore, train yourself to appreciate the value of patience as part of the journey towards wisdom and inner peace. 5. Be proportional. Stoicism teaches not to be overwhelmed in joy or overly affected in sadness. This helps maintain a more stable emotional balance. This principle emphasizes the importance of maintaining proportion in reactions to all life situations. A Stoic will value happiness without forgetting that happiness is temporary and not always guaranteed. Likewise with sadness. One must not allow oneself to sink into prolonged sadness, but must face it with a cool head and clear mind. By maintaining this proportionality, one can develop greater emotional resilience, which is one of the main goals of Stoic philosophy. 6. Practice gratitude. Appreciating the simple things in life can help maintain a healthy perspective and reduce unnecessary stress. According to Stoic philosophy, appreciating the simple things in life can be the key to maintaining a healthy perspective and reducing unnecessary stress. Stoics teach that true happiness does not depend on external or material things, but rather on an inner attitude that is able to accept everything with grace. First of all, the practice of gratitude in the Stoic context is not simply an expression of thanks, but a deep mental attitude. This means recognizing the value of every moment and experience, whether enjoyable or challenging. For example, Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and famous Stoic philosopher, taught to see in everything opportunities for learning and growth, even in difficulties. Additionally, Stoics teach not to depend too much on things that are beyond our control. By appreciating simple things like the air we breathe, the sun shining, or flowing water, we can realize that true happiness does not depend on wealth or social prestige. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between things we can control and those we cannot. This way, we can focus on the things we can control, namely our attitudes and responses to life. In everyday life, we can apply this Stoic concept by taking time to reflect and be grateful for the simple things that we often overlook. For example, when enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning, we can reflect on the aroma of the coffee, the warmth of the cup in our hands, and the opportunity to enjoy the moment. This not only helps us reduce stress, but also increases our awareness of life. Thus, practicing gratitude in the Stoic concept is not only about appreciating the positive things in life, but also about accepting everything with a wise attitude. This is the key to maintaining a healthy perspective and living more meaningfully every day. 7. Make friends with uncertainty. Stoicism teaches to embrace uncertainty as an unavoidable part of life. By accepting uncertainty, you can reduce anxiety and maintain inner calm. Stoicism teaches to embrace uncertainty as an inevitable part of human life. This philosophy emphasizes the importance of accepting the reality that many things in this world are beyond our control. By internalizing this principle, a person can reduce the anxiety that arises from the need to control everything. This attitude does not mean being passive or indifferent to life, but rather a form of wisdom to focus on the things we can control and accept that our plans may change. This means developing mental resilience that allows one to remain calm and adapt amidst inevitable uncertainty. Stoicism teaches that true happiness does not depend on changeable external circumstances, but comes from self-control and our perception of the world. By living life with this Stoic attitude, a person can build strong emotional resilience, face challenges with a cool head, and learn valuable lessons from every experience, both pleasant and difficult. It's not about ignoring or avoiding uncertainty, but about learning to coexist with it wisely and patiently. 8. Practice self-control. Self-control practices such as meditation or breathing techniques can help you better manage your emotions in challenging situations. Because self-control practices such as meditation or breathing techniques are key to better managing emotions in challenging situations. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what happens outside, but we can always control how we respond. By training yourself in meditation, you learn to restrain your impulses and find inner calm when unexpected situations arise. Likewise with breathing techniques, which help maintain focus and balance the mind in the face of pressure. In this philosophy, self-control is not just about refraining from adverse emotional reactions, but also about developing wisdom in our actions, which brings long-term benefits to personal well-being and success. 9. Focus on things you can change. Setting priorities and focusing on actions you can take to address problems will help reduce anxiety and increase calm. In Stoic philosophy, focusing on the things you can change is one of the main principles for achieving inner peace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on things within our control, namely our actions and responses to situations, rather than on things outside our control. By prioritizing actions we can take to address problems, we not only reduce anxiety, but also develop a sense of responsibility for our own lives. For example, if we encounter problems at work, we can focus on improving skills or communication rather than constantly feeling stressed by things we cannot control, such as other people's behavior or management decisions. Through this approach, we learn to accept what we cannot change and change how we respond to it. This not only increases efficiency and effectiveness in dealing with problems, but also strengthens our peace of mind in facing life's challenges. In a Stoic context, Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and famous Stoic philosopher, suggested that we control our response to everything that happens in our lives. He taught that our thoughts are the only thing that is completely within our control, and that by mastering our thoughts, we can achieve calm in any situation. Thus, Stoicism is not only a theoretical philosophy, but also a practical guide to living a happier and more meaningful life, focusing on the actions we can control to achieve positive change in our lives. 10. Share with others. Building healthy relationships and sharing experiences with others can be a powerful source of support in maintaining calm and balance in life. Sharing with others is a highly recommended Stoic wisdom. When we share our life experiences with others, we not only strengthen social relationships, but also deepen our understanding of ourselves. In Stoic philosophy, healthy relationships with others are part of the harmonious order of the universe. We are taught to value our role in society and to support each other in maintaining inner peace. By sharing experiences, we not only give and receive support, but also learn to be more patient and control our emotions. Stoics believe that building genuine relationships with others helps us transcend selfishness and strengthens our overall quality of life. When we share with others, we acknowledge that we are all part of something bigger than ourselves, and this helps us gain a broader perspective in facing life's challenges. In practice, sharing with others is not just about providing advice or inspiring stories. More than that, it is about listening attentively, respecting their views, and together creating a strong bond based on mutual understanding and support. Thus, sharing with others not only enriches our lives emotionally, but is also an important part of our journey in achieving peace within ourselves. By applying these Stoic principles in your daily life, you can develop the skills to remain calm and wise in facing all conditions. Calmness is not something that is obtained instantly, but is the result of continuous practice and self-awareness.